Today, we're going to talk about a simple concept that might just be the most important framework you need when it comes to money.
Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, where we talk about the human side of money. Join us as we dive beyond the numbers, unpacking the psychology of money to equip you with the tools you need to be wise in wealth.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Wisdom and Wealth. I'm Chief Behavioral Officer Brendan Frazier. And as we talked about on this show before, and as we'll continue to do moving forward, there are two possible outcomes with money. Either you choose to use it intentionally, or it'll be chosen for you. Either you choose to use it on the things that matter most to you, or you're gonna have other things from your past, other things you believe about money, other forces at play that are gonna choose how your money is spent for you. Now, there's a framework that you can use to help be more intentional with your money. And I want you to think about it like this. Every single dollar that you own, every single dollar to your name, every single dollar in your bank account, on your statements, when you look at your net worth, every single dollar that you own will be used in one of two ways, and that's it. It'll either be used to live or to give. Now, I've said this enough that I know some of you are out there right now thinking to yourself, well, yeah, Brendan, but what about taxes? Well, I've got bad news. With that money, you're just giving it to the government. So you're either using your money to live or to give. Every single dollar that you own. Now, let's use this framework to help you use your money more intentionally. The first thing we want to do is look at both live and give and ask one question. How do you currently feel about the plan that you have in place to use your money to live the life that you want to live? And how do you currently feel about the plan that you have in place to give the money that you want to give to the things that you care about the most, the causes and the charities that you care about the most? Take some time, think about that, reflect on that, talk about it with a partner, with a spouse, with a good friend, but reflect on that a little bit and ask yourself, assess, how do we feel like we're doing in each one of these areas? And then after you do that, the next step is to figure out how can you do it better? How can you be even more intentional? So if we start on the live side and we say, how can we use money to fund the life that we want to live? Here's a couple questions for you to think through. Number one, what if money was no issue? What if you knew all of your bills were paid for the rest of your life? How would your life look different? How would the way you spend money and your time look different? Here's another really fun question to ask. Imagine that yourself from 10 years ago was transported into today and observed your life today. What would that person come in and say they were most bummed or most disappointed about what you're not doing today that you used to do 10 years ago? Or here's one other way to do it. Just go through your life categorically through the things that matter the most to you and ask, what could I be doing to live more in this area? What could I be doing to enhance this area of my life? For example, maybe it's family, maybe it's friendships, maybe it's your career, maybe it's your health, maybe it's how are you doing with fun and leisure activities in your life. But go through each one of those categories and ask, what would it look like to take this to the next level? So now let's shift to the give side of the framework. And a couple things to think about there. First of all, what are the current causes and organizations and charities and things that you feel most passionate about? Where are you currently investing your time, your money, your energy, and all of your other resources? And are there more things you could be doing there? But here's another fun thought exercise. Imagine that you're one of those people that gets the big, massive check that's bigger than your entire body, and it has $1 million on it, and you have to fill in the blank of who you want to give that money to. What person, what organization would you give $1 million to if you had this blank check and you had to write a name in there? Where would you want to spend your time, your effort, your money, and your other resources? Because at the end of the day, we want to use money intentionally. We don't want these things to be chosen for us. And this simple framework, thinking through your finances, going, every dollar that I have is either used to live or to give is one way to do it. But you also want to make sure you spend some time reflecting on, how am I doing with the live side? How am I doing with the give side? And how can I do it better? As always, if you want to talk through any of this, if you want to talk through some of these questions with your advisor, reach out to them and let them know. Until next time, stay wise and wealth.